You're listening to the Here for the Clout podcast. Here are your hosts, Sherilyn Dale and Cece Suarez. Yeah, baby.
Girl, I texted him today and I said, I just looked inside my nose in the front part of my nostril. It's so hairy it looks like a bat's ear, and I am now sad.
A bat's ear? That makes it sound so much cuter.
Yeah, girl, don't do it. Don't you dare. Like this part right here, like the front part.
Okay, yeah, I can, yeah.
Do not sit in your driver's seat and try to flip that shit up and look at it.
Okay, but why were you?
I do not need to explain further.
In the Marshall's parking lot.
First of all, I was at home. Okay, that's the parking lot I was in. You know what? This vulnerability has turned into an attack. This is no longer a safe space.
I was going to say, this is our safe space. It's fine.
We listen and we do not judge.
We listen and we do not judge.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Hello, Clout Queens, Kings, and in between. Sometimes you have to put a tequila high noon in a goblet so that you feel fancy, okay?
Yeah. Oh, honestly, it tastes different too. Like there's
does.
just something about it. Yeah.
I think that is accurate. Scientists, let us know down below. I think it is accurate because it's like the metal, like the aluminum of the can.
Yeah, I thought that too. Or maybe even like, isn't it different too, like why draft beer and like as opposed to like tap or bottle is different because of like also like the CO2 or anyways, hi.
CO2. Okay, Bill Nye.
I don't know.
Watch, someone's going to be in the comments and be like, Bill Nye's not an actual scientist. Shut up. That man raised me. Anyways, so hello, Clout Queens, Kings, and in-betweens. Welcome back to the Here for the Clout podcast. My name is Chelsea, and here is my co-host with her very loud ice.
Yeah, it is. I have to have it with ice. I was noticing that. But I am Sherilyn, loud ice girl.
All I heard was clank, 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 clank. It's just like that one time we were dressed up as reporters and your scarf was, I didn't notice until later, but your scarf was basically like wrapped around your mic. And then the time you were a Veruca Salt when your fucking windbreaker costume basically was just
right on the mic. Yeah. I'm the loud one, I guess. Hey?
No, girl, listen, that's fine. Typically I like fuck it all up and I'm like muted somehow. I need to get this closer to my face. Do I? No, I'm fine. Oh, hey, how you doing?
How are you? Oh, you guys are here too. Welcome. Thank you. We missed you. I sound a little nasally and congested. It's okay. I'm feeling actually better. So it was worse. And if you hear me just like sniffling a lot, again, we'll try our best with just like muting me because I feel like between the sniffles and the ice, I could be a little bit more obnoxious this episode, but we'll be fine.
Just do everyone a favor and just mute me the whole episode.
Just mute me.
You know what?
No one wants to listen to just like,
we're done.
You know what? This was the shortest episode ever, but thanks for coming by.
Yeah, bye. Over to Patreon. Hey, did you know we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/herefortheclout. And we'd love to have you over there. Last episode was hilarious. We got so unhinged. And we have a lot of exciting content. I have our calendar up still from when I made it. What was it, this morning, yesterday? I don't know. I don't know what day it is. But yeah, we have a lot of exciting content coming up and I'm so pumped. And since
it's nice to see it too. It's satisfying.
Yes. Yeah.
Chelsea is my calendar. So Chelsea will do that. And I did. You did not disappoint. It was like, I was like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, it's
very exciting.
Easier when you put like, as a little background being content creators, when you put in the calendar, like, okay, on this night, we're filming this. Or like when you work backwards, basically. So that's how I did it. Like I worked backwards of like the 11th, well, that's today. But the 11th, wait, is today the 11th? Today's Wednesday, right? Girl, my day's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
The only reason I know it's the 11th is because tomorrow is my sister's due date. So I'm just like,
God, she's still pregnant. Like, she's been pregnant for 7 years.
She's made it to 40 weeks. I'm like, who makes it to 40 weeks?
Girl,
yeah, so
girl, my niece was came out finally at, well, they kind of forced her out at 42.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to freaking have to induce you or what? So anyways, let's just hope for the baby vibe. She's so sick of everybody asking. She's like, she's not moving yet. I'm like, okay, we'll just wait for the call. And how are you?
Girl, yeah, that's what I had to start doing after like 38 weeks. Girl, let's be honest, 36 weeks. I was like trying to get that shit out, which none of that stuff works. And I wish I would have known that, but it's like the like curb stepping type of thing and like the hot sauce and like the sex and like nipple stimulation. None of that shit works. When that baby wants to come, they're going to come, right?
It's going to come. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't want to, and then you get to be induced, or, you know, you get to do a membrane sweep, which I would suggest that for everybody. I'm definitely doing that shit next time. Give me that. I'll go home. I'll labor at home. That mucus plug will fall out and I'll throw up because it's disgusting. That vagina booger. Demonetized. Yeah. So disgusting. But what was I saying?
We were saying, we saw it on the calendar, like seeing it all.
Well, what I was going to say, Sherilyn, is that everyone kept messaging me and being like, girl, being an influencer and being pregnant, listen, I love you guys, but holy shit, if one more person messaged me and be like, you still pregnant? So then every night I just started posting like a thumbs up of like, still pregnant. And then everyone was like dying laughing at that. And I'm like, okay, that makes me feel better too. But yeah, it was fucking crazy.
That is what it's like. The last month, everybody's just like that. We're on baby watch. And my sister's like not like that, you know, like she's just like, I still don't think this is real. You know, like at 40 weeks, she's just kind of like, yeah, I guess I'm going to have a kid. So she's not as like
that's good, though.
I can feel it, or that, you know, yeah, she's like, it is what it is. And so anyways, that's how I knew it was the 11th.
Well, I love that. So I was like, you know what? We need to have a Patreon episode up today. Hey, guess what? It's late. We love you guys. It's fine. However, I was like, so then we need to film that yesterday, but Sherilyn was very sick, so it's fine. And then, you know, working backwards and figuring out like, okay, this has to be posted this time. Then we need to film it on this day. And so I went through the whole month, and obviously I want to give us both time off for, not me, I'm not the boss. Neither is she. Who's in charge here? Not us. But yeah, so you guys are basically. So we want to be able to give ourselves like time off, since we obviously do have kids, and just like for ourselves too. So I don't know, November and December, like the end of both of these months, I kind of love, because it's like most content creators like are working so much like the 2 weeks before, or like the first 2 weeks of the month or first 3 weeks of the month, and then we try to like chill out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's just my favorite. Basically, I like it a lot because I get to see Sherilyn almost every single night for the next week and a half.
Yeah, it makes it easier. It does, for sure. I'm like, okay, good. Like same with Thanksgiving. It was like boom, boom, boom. And then we'll go through our withdrawals. And then we're ready to go again. It's like we do that like burnout, and then we're like, okay, it's all done. Okay, we can breathe. And then we're like, oh, okay, well, let's just film more anyway.
Yeah, and then Sherilyn texts me and cries because she misses me so much.
Yeah, I'm the only one. Please.
I have no friends. This is the only person I talk to. She's my only friend. It's fine. Although Des did drop something off at my house today. I wasn't even here. I was getting my nails done. And she was like, hey, I'm going to drop off the eyelashes that I'm wearing right now. They're from Ardell. She's like, I'm going to drop them off on your front porch. And then 5 seconds later, because she lives literally down the street, she was like, oh, your front porch is so cute. It's like, thanks, girl. Didn't even give me a second to respond, but all right. She's the best. I love her.
Just dropped and ran?
We both tend to do that. We like drop presents off at each other's doors, and then we're busy ladies. We don't have time to get a response. All right.
Yeah.
Always,
I'm on my way.
I'm in your backyard. I'm inside your bed. Be careful. Speaking of being inside your bed.
Where's this going?
I'm not really sure. I was hoping you would just like finish that segue. Anyways.
Okay, wait. It would have been a good segue if we did the first topic we were going to.
I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Yeah.
I'm dead. That would have been perfect, actually. Should we just go with
Speaking,
you guys, we're wrestling with what we were going to talk about today.
Speaking of wrestling with what you want to talk about, you know there's people who wrestle alligators? I did it.
Yes. You did it. There we go. There are. And there's actually a specific, I don't think he wrestles with alligators, but he definitely has them on his channel. He also talks a lot about like how to, Nolans.
Now you're saying customs. It like my mom when she's like, she does the most when
I said
my mom's
New
like,
Orleans.
well, you said New Orleans.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you pronounced every letter. And I was like,
okay.
where? Whomst?
She's
It's like
what?
It's like when people call it Louisville.
I probably do. No, Louisville, right?
Yeah, or Louisville. Or yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, okay, never did Louisville. I think I just do like Louisville. Louisville. Anyways, okay, so
Illinois. Anyway, sorry, keep going. Sorry.
yeah. The fella we're gonna talk, well, yeah, this is crazy. So I got into a rabbit hole the other day, as one does all the time. That's what we do here. And I came across, it was actually his baby mama, and I fell in love with her. Her name is Dominique, and the first TikTok I saw of her was just like twerking to a sound, like a sound bite. But it was basically like, the caption was something along the lines of, since Cajun Dan is trending now, hopefully you guys will see this. And then it had like this hashtags about him being like a deadbeat and like an abuser to her. So I didn't even know who Cajun Dan is. Okay. So that's who we're talking about, and his baby mama. And from there, I started watching all of her stuff, and she kind of shares her story and what that experience was like. They have kids together, and he kind of portrays himself as basically what she's saying is not at all the man that we see on TikTok, and kind of wants to like warn women particularly that he's very dangerous. So from that, there's also been another gal who came forward saying that she also did not have a good experience. She said it was obviously nothing like close, doesn't have kids, didn't date him long, but knew to get the F out. And then what kind of not only made me believe her more, because I just would always like naturally tend to anyways, and she was hilarious, was I went to her TikTok, or not her TikTok, her ex, because she couldn't post the videos that she wanted to, showing like what he can be like. Oof. And they're hard. Like, we'll listen to them. They're really, really hard. And then his sister has also come forward and kind of corroborated and also shared some stories about some things that had happened with him and their family. So I thought, okay, I want to, do our part and help, amplify Dominique's voice, because she's out there. She's got, and you know what? She does make it easier to digest, because I know this like topic can be really hard. She does it in a way where you can tell like it's serious. She means business, but she's also funny. Like, it's easy to listen to, which I think like you and I relate to, right? Like trauma, we're like not making a joke, but like, okay, you want to go, like, let's go. So she's just trying to like kind of show who he really is, because that is not what he portrays on TikTok. So where do we want to start? Do we want to show an example of like kind of the content he puts out there?
Yeah, I think we should be like introduced to him first, because with like, that's how, like, think about it. That's how it's been with like the public, or like the TikTok landscape in general, is that like most people know him and not her, and see this like facade. Yeah. Alleged, reported, whatever. We don't know what we're talking about. Facade of.
Yeah, we're just showing their story and the videos that she has of him. Yeah. Okay, I like that idea. And yeah, and it's a good idea, because I think he's got like almost 600,000 followers, and she has like 30,000. So his voice is a lot, obviously bigger, even though he hasn't acknowledged anything at all. So that's, I think, another reason why I'm just like, it kind of frustrates me a little bit more. It's like, at least say something. This woman at least deserves for you to give an explanation as to why the videos that are on X are on there, and that's you acting like that. But okay, let's start with him then.
So his TikTok is DRZ400Dan2. What does that mean?
No idea. I wonder if he even knows that that's like what it was saved as.
Probably not. And it's Cajun Dan. Daniel, stop it. And it says, welcome, my friends. Now let's eat. Shabba. Shabbow.
Yeah, that's what he says. That's his like catchphrase. It's so funny when she like says it to like mock him.
Yikes.
Because, that's another thing. Even his sister said the thickness of his accent. She's like, no, that's not him. Yeah, and so does the baby mama. She's like, of course he has a little bit, like, this is where we're from, but like, he's intense.
Do we have a Michaela Aguirre situation on our hands?
Pretty much exactly like that, but abusive.
Fuck
Allegedly.
that. I just spilt my drink all over myself. It got all over my arm and my chair. Listen, Wiggum's peed on this chair. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm pretty sure whoever I bought this from also had. It's got stains.
I mean, these aren't mine either. They're Wiggum's, and I've like scrubbed and I even had our housekeeper scrub it too. This bitch brought us a candle today and like a Christmas card. She's the fucking best. I love her
That is so
so much.
cute.
Yeah, we refer her to everyone, and now all of my siblings use her. And Taylor and Julian,
that's the best.
Taylor and Julian just started using her too. And my mom came and my mom goes, Myrella, donde? My mom doesn't speak Spanish, and she goes, to donde Lakeland? And I was like, Linda, that's not how you say, do you go to Lakeland? and she goes, Miss Cohen, I speak English.
Fuck my life.
And me and Xochitl started dying laughing, and we were just like, yeah, get her. Get this white bitch. It was great. Oh, Linda, what are you doing?
I love Linda.
Me too.
Oh, I love Linda.
You know who I don't love? This alligator
Cajun Dan.
dick. I don't know. I mean, I get that like you have like your online presence. Like when you're in sales, you have like your phone voice, right? Like you've heard Brent's phone voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Girl, I've only heard Deputy Suarez in action like twice. Girl.
He loved it.
Girl, it's like that octave is lowered like
Yeah.
it's amazing. And like I have my, I don't want to say like I have like an on-camera voice because I don't think I do. I think once you get like comfortable in front of the camera, that changes and you're more relaxed. But
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like doing up your like accent. Like, is he playing a character? I don't know. I hate him. I haven't even watched any of his shit yet.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't know. No, I think he definitely, I feel like he thinks he's this person, wants to be this person, definitely loves the attention that he gets being this person. That's just like my opinion from what I've seen. But yeah, like even go on, like just start on the first one. We'll just watch a couple clips.
So I went to most popular. Those are the ones that are pinned anyways, basically. I didn't realize that on TikTok you can switch it to latest or most popular. I had no idea.
Oh, I didn't either.
Oh my God. Who am I? IT.
Apparently.
So yeah, so I feel like most popular is probably better to go through, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
do that.
So he's got a big old cup. Listen, the best meals come in big old styrofoam cups.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's actually
baby, give me some,
Gumbo.
give me some bold peanuts.
Oh. Or like war wonton soup.
Don't play with me.
Like when they come in the big
Don't
styrofoam cup.
play
Yeah.
with me. Oh God, girl, I cannot wait until you come here. Girl, yeah, bold peanuts. I'm going to take you to get, oh my God, a Cuban sandwich at La Teresita.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'm salivating.
Oh, you will be. I don't even know what that means, Chelsea. Stop it. Okay, so him and his big cup. Oh, is he a slurper and a slop? Does he have a sloppy mouth?
I don't know. I couldn't watch too much of him because, like I said, like I saw all of hers first.
Okay.
So I just, yeah.
Okay, this has 10.2 million views.
And I always like extra rice in my gumbo, right? Put that bitch in there, right there. And I'm gonna put another one right up on in there too. Because I want extra rice up in my gumbo. A little bit too much juice. Let me drink some of that juice.
I hate it.
And that's basically like a lot of what he does. Like he'll show also animals. Scroll down to the one where you can see like the crab legs.
Is he about to crack open a blue crab? A king crab? Blue crab.
Got ourselves here, y'all, a Louisiana blue crab. So what you're gonna do right there is you're gonna grab the top of that shell like that.
Bitch, I am Florida feral. All right?
Like that's hilarious.
Listen, baby. If he gonna be talking like this the whole time, I'm gonna start bringing out my country accent too. Okay. Oh, I just went from like backwoods to like Southern Belle.
Southern Belle. Totally.
I'm just a Florida feral debutante. Okay.
I like
right.
it. I like it.
And you're gonna pop it off of that crab. A friend of mine's caught this crab, well, these blue crabs out in the swamp plains of Louisiana. You got a bunch of traps out there, but look, we're gonna pull the guts out of there. They got the gills that are right on top of this crab, all right? You're gonna pull that off, and you see that? That's a male crab right there. Still was pretty fat, though, too. You pull that off right there, suck them juices like you're supposed to suck your woman, yeah? And you're going to take that crab, too, and you're going to break it right down the middle once you get all the gills off or whatnot, you know?
He did not say, suck that crab like you are supposed to suck your woman. Now I understand why all of these horny backwoods mamas are thirsting over him. So he says stuff like that all the time, I assume?
I guess. I literally, I didn't watch much of
Sherilyn,
because I'm just like,
why are you not an expert in this?
oh no, we're not experts, you guys. Like, there's no, I love Dominique. So that's just like the gist of his shit. A lot of it is like showing food and how he prepares things and how he eats and some of the animals. And
is he about to like eat that blue crab? Girl, blue crab, you don't do anything else with blue crab. You just make dip out of it.
I didn't even know there was blue crabs.
There's blue crab, and then the one with the spider legs, that's king crab. And then the one with the big old clumpy clompers is stone crab. Stone crab's my favorite.
I like the big, I like when it, like all of the meat in like the big, in the claws. Oh, I love that. Okay, so stone crab is what I like, obviously. Okay, cool. Okay, well, enough of him. Let's go to Dominique.
I don't, he looks like he's always sweaty, and like he's really just like feeding into the, like, I live on a shack on a dock in the swamp.
Yeah. Yeah, which is definitely like, yeah, the vibe, and like serving him well for like that being like his aesthetic or whatever. That is kind of what he, when you scroll, whatever.
You know who else would be really boned up for him?
Who?
All the bitches who love, not Vampire Diaries. What's the hornier one? True Blood.
Oh, True Blood.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I could see that. I could see it.
A vampire named Bill? Get the fuck out of here. What? Girl, when I first, stop it right now. So I watched Vampire Diaries like all the way through first. And then I was reading something that's, they were like, oh yeah, you know, True Blood is the like HBO version of it, but like it has better actors and like more money, and it's like less corny, and like it's a lot hornier. And I was like, horny? Sign me up. So I turned it on so that I could be turned on. And then I watched it. You want me to be boned up after seeing a very pale man named Bill in a like sweaty button-down shirt with sideburns?
Wait, so you saw Vampire Diaries first?
Yes.
Yeah, I could have never gone like from Stefan and freaking
Put respect on Damon's name.
Damon. Like, oh my God, yeah, like I could have never gone from them to Bill.
Girl, both of their jawlines. I'll tell you,
yeah.
a jawline, y'all. Look at this picture of 18-year-old Anthony Suarez. Do not judge. Do not judge the fact that he is wearing an Affliction t-shirt and that he has a chin, that his facial hair is shaved into a chin strap.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see this.
It was 2009, okay? Listen.
Okay, yeah, that was the thing. All right, well, it's a pass.
It was fine. Girl, when I saw that first picture of him, I was like, those blue eyes and that jaw, gimme. He was such
you can get a really far in life with a good jawline, I think.
He was such a little skinny little boy. a little skinny little man. And now he's a fucking tree trunk beefy daddy, and I love it. Anyways, enough about me being boned up for my husband. So we're going to Dominique next. And so that's Cajun Turd, who says horny things to get, you know,
eating crab. I didn't see that one. I thought that was the soft shell crab one, which was one of the ones that I saw. I didn't see that one. So hilarious.
All right, so let's go to, you said it was
if we go into
mama?
our drive, yeah, we're gonna see Dominique.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi. Now what I'm about to talk about, it's a little messy. It's a little personal. Do I care?
I love her. Like, I'm obsessed with her.
And plus, I need to know if I'm the only one going through this. Because how is this real life? So, who I'm trying to reach out to is the single baby mamas, even the single baby daddies. Like, bro, how are y'all doing, by the way? And I'm not talking about the single baby mamas that, you know, that they got good baby daddies. I ain't talking to the ones where they got good co-parenting skills. But hey, I'm here to take some advice. Like, bro, I'm here. I need some advice. To be honest, it's really not me. It's him. My baby daddy. Look, we have a lot of problems, but this, what I'm about to tell you right now, it just tickles me. It tickled me pink. So here we go. So my baby daddy is married. Well, let me clarify with this. He got married after I left him. He married this girl, not even knowing her for 6 months. Trust me, there's more to that story, but so they're not together anymore, but they're still legally married, right? He didn't talk to me for a long time. I mean, he did absolutely nothing for 6 months, nothing. Then all of a sudden I get this random call from this random number, right? Lo and behold, it's my baby daddy. So he basically tells me that, you know, the girl was crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was crazy, but bro, you're crazy too. But that's besides the point. Anyway, basically he was like, you're so right. I'm sorry, da 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 da. I want to be back with you. Lo and behold, my baby daddy want me back. Bro, you know, I mean, hey, it's not unexpected. I wasn't the problem in the relationship, bro. But no, you got them narcissistic traits, so you know you like to pin stuff on me. You like to be the little victim. I literally tell him, no, bro, there's no way we can ever get back together. And I got that question a lot. Are you ever gonna want to be back with your baby daddy? Bro, no. He could have had me in the beginning, bro, when I first left him. But the things that he did immediately after we broke up, I was pregnant, treated me like dirt. No, bro, no. So he was butthurt that I wouldn't want to be back with him, and he tried multiple times, right? Okay, pause. I left out a key part. Now, when I say that I, decided to give him another chance, when he called me telling me that he was sorry and that I was right and he wanted to be back with me, and I mean, absolutely doing nothing for the longest time. What I meant was give him a chance on doing this, co-parenting thing with me. Give him the chance to be a father. He said he was sorry. So, I was like, I guess I can give him another try. Like, he learned his lesson. He met his match. He won't do that again. You know what the case may be. Like, the man in his 30s, like, come on now. He should be all right. Right? No. So eventually, I get in my first relationship, like, out of being without my baby daddy, right? I mean, this is months until I get into a relationship. So I do get into a relationship. Okay, cool. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So my boyfriend at the time comes over and my baby daddy calls. He FaceTimes, to be exact. And at this time, like, yeah, he knew I was in a relationship. And at this time, too, like, he was already talking to other females, but, always, like, making that trying to slide in my life. Like, bro, it's not gonna happen. Back it up. So he so-called says that he FaceTimed to see the girls. He didn't FaceTime to see no girls. What? I give the phone to my oldest daughter, and then, he hears something in the background, and it's my boyfriend. He's like, oh, your boyfriend's there? Okay, cool. He's like, let me talk to him. I mean, he was like, let me talk to him. Like, he wanted to, see him. Yeah. I looked at my boyfriend at the time. I was like, my baby daddy want to talk to you, bro. Like, it's up to you. Now, let me know if that was a mistake. But, I'm not thinking ill. Like, it's all good things, in my eyes and my heart. My boyfriend at the time was like, okie dokie. Like, he had no problem. So they talked for like 5 minutes or whatever like that, and then he eventually hangs up. It was a good conversation. They didn't fight or anything. Now let's fast forward. Now me and the guy that I was dating, we're no longer talking. Like, we're no longer dating. It is what it is, right? Now my baby daddy gets into a relationship right after. Cool. Now here's where it gets extra good. So he starts to talk about his girlfriend because he ends up like calling me for something. So I'm like, hey, let me talk to your girlfriend. One day, eventually. You know what I mean? Like, not right now. Like, bro, I just want to talk to her whenever you're with her. Tell me why this man so quickly said, if you try to get in contact with her, I'm calling the police on you. I'm calling harassment on your ass. I'm flabbergasted. What just happened? He got ticked the fuck off. It was like so crazy. Like, I was literally on the phone like, call the police on me. Call harassment on me. Didn't you want to FaceTime my boyfriend at the time? And I let you do that with no problems? And now we got a problem? Make it make sense, please. Somebody. So, what I need to know is why? Why is he gonna call harassment and call the police on me if I get in contact with his girlfriend? Bro, first of all, you should be working on a divorce. But that's none of my business. But you acting a fool right now. And my baby daddy, he's just so weird right now. Like, what? He like completely changed when he got his new girlfriend. It's just absolutely crazy. He's just randomly saying that I don't want you. Like, bro, I already done told you multiple times that I didn't want you. What? Like, my baby daddy is just so, like, out of pocket. Like, he's treating me the same way he did in the beginning when he got with that first girl, his wife. So, only difference is, I ain't pregnant this time. I'm not pregnant. My emotions are cool, calm, and collected. I am not bothering this man. And if we do talk, I'm just speaking facts. But you know, narcissists, they don't like that, baby. When you start telling the truth. When you start telling the truth. Bro, it's just round two. It don't even have to be like this, bro. You want to do it this route, motherfucker? I ain't about to give you no type of energy. Nothing. Bro, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. You found a girl that is giving you attention. Like, whole thing, she's slow. Like, he gotta be high in something, this girl. Like, I already know he done already told her that I'm crazy. Like, I'm the crazy one. But then you just want me back. So that's the end of this video talking about his ungrateful ass. And I say ungrateful because what I should have done was hang up on that ass. He called me telling me he was sorry. He wanted to be back with me. And I was right. Like, seriously, I should have been like, hello? Yes, your baby daddy.
The kid phone.
Like, quick. I thought about it. But hey, we got these kids. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous cut. One more detail. On Thanksgiving, I let him spend time with his babies. And nothing was open, so we went to McDonald's. I stayed outside, and he was in McDonald's alone with the girls. He didn't pay no food for me, nothing. I ain't asked for nothing. So anyway, he bring us to a family's house. We talk about something. This man has the nerve to tell me, okay, his baby mama, black women disgust him. He is a white man, and we got some beautiful mixed kids, girls at that. So you look at they mama, the one that you had the baby, them with, like we mother and father, and you tell me that, and you got we got 2 black daughters in the back seat. I didn't say nothing. I was so dumbfounded. I didn't say nothing. I let it just boil in my head, to be honest with you, for like 3 days. Until I called them. I was like, you remember that time that you told me that black women discuss you? I'm about to tell your whole family. I was on a little bit of Malibu. I ain't gonna lie. So the whole point of this video, right, is to really see if anybody else have been through this mess. And how did you handle this mess? As the person that's caring for the kids 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And then you have the other person feeling entitled, saying that he or she is the best. Like, real life not putting any effort in. On top of that, lying to other people like they're doing the absolute most. This video is so long. So follow me, like this video, comment, let's talk. Like, on a real note, this stuff don't bother me.
She's so cute.
I know, I'm obsessed with her. Dude, so they clearly don't have a legal agreement regarding their co-parenting and his visitation. He's making money on TikTok. She needs to do that. 100%.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Even like those millions of views, like tens of millions of views that he was getting or whatever. At this point, she hadn't named him or said anything. But she's dealing with, like, she's kind of just saying that, like, she's dealing with, like, somebody who's, like, acting like they're not them, and being kind, I guess, to him by not unleashing, like, everything. So I don't know at what point she straight up says that it's him, but she's had, like, enough. It's clearly there's a point between them. People find out that it was Cajun Dan that she's talking about, and since he has, like, all these, like, thirsty, like, girls after, they're like, you're lying, you weren't ever with him. So then she started, like, showing, like, pictures of their relationship together. She's like, if you need to lie to yourself because, like, you feel guilty having a crush on, like, this, like, a parasocial relationship with someone you don't know, like, don't call me a liar. Like, we were together. Now she's straight up said, like, that it was him. So if you go to her TikTok, I don't know, you could basically go anywhere, and now she's, like, full blown, it's Cajun Dan, like, this is who I'm talking about, and, like, laying it all out there.
So this is a video from Dominique where she, like, first names him, because before she hadn't, and she was, like, talking about him, but it has 1.5 million views. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Is my butthole ready? Okay, get yourself a drink.
And these are the ones that these are the type that she does. Like she'll do it to like trending songs or whatever, and she just dances in front of it and has a caption.
So she's dancing around and just looking so cute. And it says, every time I see a post about Cajun Dan, aka my baby daddy, be making me want to expose the real him.
And then on her comment too on that video, she says, y'all be helping Cajun Dan count his days, which is funny, right? Like, so she hadn't named him and now it's like he's getting up there. And she's like, when somebody searches hashtag Cajun Dan, then she shows a clip of
y'all be helping him count his days. Oh my God, I love it.
And that's how I found the Twitter. So that other pinned one is just screenshots from her Twitter because obviously she couldn't put it on like TikTok.
Oh my God. This bitch put the Law and Order.
Yeah. It's the Law and Order, and it's just like a bunch of like screen grabs from a video. And she says, this is the Cajun Dan y'all know and love. This can be hard to believe. A beloved Gator Swamp tour man that sounds like Gambit could do this in front of his 11-week-old. Who is Gambit who you said? Okay, that makes sense then. Channing Tatum, right? Mm-hmm. In front of his 11-week-old pregnant baby's mother. Well, it's true, and he does much worse. So these are just screen grabs from the video showing him like ripping off this refrigerator. So we will look at that video.
Yes, but so it's basically just her posting those that like directing you over there because, like we said, she couldn't show it on TikTok because then it would be taken down. But on Twitter, the good thing is, in this specific instance with Twitter, that things usually are not removed from Twitter now, which can be insane, but also, hey, in this case, great. So we just had a little team meeting, as one does, and we do think it's important to showcase a bit of what she has been exposing regarding her baby daddy on Twitter, but obviously due to, you know, terms of service, monetization, guidelines, things like that on this platform, which is mainly YouTube, it's important for us to not have our content suppressed, you know, because we want to, you know, make money and, you know, do this for a job.
It's our job,
but also,
at the end of the day,
also when things are suppressed from advertisers, meaning demonetized, which a lot of our content unfortunately does get demonetized, then it also is suppressed and not pushed out as much, which of course sucks as well. So we are gonna have a clip or two or however many that we see fit on our TV, and we're gonna maybe have like some of the clips muted or some of them on like a lower volume so that then you can still understand like how he's raging. And if someone's like silently kicking in a door or like doing some physical action silently, sure, psychopath, but also it's much scarier when they are fucking forking.
When you can see what and
raging.
even hear her, right? Like, and I think that's one thing. So this is also a trigger warning for anybody listening as well who's been in a domestic violence situation. Like for me, it was triggering to see, but again, like I'm glad because the first clip we see of her, of course, we love her. We think she's hilarious. Mm-hmm. But here's where you actually like, you hear the fear, you hear the heartbreak, like the horror of like what she had to deal with like on a day-to-day with this man, and that is what I think is so important. So yeah, just if you guys are being like, oh, something's going wrong, wonky with the video or the audio, that's why. And we are gonna have her TikTok and her X, Twitter or whatever linked in our description, so you guys can go and watch them for yourselves. And also please go and send her some freaking love. She's hilarious and such a strong fucking woman.
Her Twitter X, it's Twitter, is at DomXUnique, obviously Dominique, 2 on X. And then on TikTok, it's the same, just without the 2. So we'll have that on screen as well somewhere. So yeah, so she goes over that. She shows, you know, the video of him like kicking down a door or whatever. And even just this still of him, this picture of him that she posted, like a screenshot from the video, is insane. Just like it's so, like, that's scary.
So she says in the caption on X that this video was taken on July 7th, 2022 at 10:13 p.m. Cajun Dan, in a fit of rage, rips the refrigerator door off the hinges and destroys everything drunk. And she's pregnant at this time, too.
Terrifying.
What are you doing? That's all I'm doing at the end of school.
What is he saying?
He's like, get out of my face. Like, get out of my... And she's like, why did you do this to our baby's food? And like, when you look where we pause, like Fruit Loops with the milk and everything, like all over the floor.
And like apple juice. And there's like like a little like kid's cup, because you know damn well you fill up their cup with a full thing of juice or a full thing of milk. And they're like, actually, I don't want that, even though I specifically just motioned for that or asked for that or just screamed in your face when you asked me if I wanted leche. Thanks. So I'm going to put that entire thing in the fridge.
Yeah.
So we can drink it in the next 2 hours when you want it. Crazy. That's taking a...
He like ripping that forking... the door's off.
Yeah. And just like...
And she's just... you can hear it in her voice, like devastated.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You took everything out of the fucking fridge. Like, we freak out if there's like a power outage for like a half an hour. You know what I mean? Like, imagining that situation. I think that's whatever. There's more. So let's go to, this one is going to be even harder, you guys, to listen to. And the context behind this one and why we may not even be able to show well, we probably will be, because you don't see faces or anything like that. And then we'll just censor out some words. But she basically says that this was her recording because he tried to grape her not long before that video. So like, yeah, was in bed wanting, and she had just had their child.
Like not even 6 weeks.
I don't think she was cleared. No. From what I understand from the caption. And he tried to like force himself and then lost it.
Stupid hairless ass. Hairless ass? Are you gonna make fun of me? You're disrespecting me all day. I just had your child and you just don't give a about me, girl. You treated me since day one before. No, I didn't. You accused me of cheating, Danny. I love you. No, not anymore. The is coming like right now, Danny. Leave me. Show up here. And you call the police on me? And you called the police on me? I did not try to, bruh. You literally tried to, Danny? Every day. I've been hurting. I literally just stayed up and watched.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Like, I think that's all I can take. It's horrible.
Yeah, I can't watch any more of that.
Horrid.
That girl, his like voice in that video. Remember how in one of the last episodes we were joking about like this guy saying that his dick was
the devil dick.
He had devil dick.
Demon
this
dick?
Guy's demon dick. Yeah, this guy's got the fucking demon in him. Like that's what literally what it just sounded like. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, he's being possessed by the demon, but like that was so spooky.
Scary. Just had the child, and then because she was saying no, because she just had a baby, he's accusing her of cheating. They get into this like fight, and he's accusing her of cheating, and then she's like, are you not understanding? Like, I'm pushing away. You tried to grape me.
Okay, so I feel like that also shows as well, like the not only entitlement, obviously, but like the uneducated aspect of that. Like how like not involved in the pregnancy are you?
Yeah.
Right? Because any partner typically knows that you cannot do that until you're cleared for 6 weeks. Like,
yeah. And I think even a lot of women don't understand like what their bodies do internally. We don't give ourselves enough credit. Like right from like if you deliver naturally, you might think like, okay, yeah, like no complications. We've had the baby. We get to go home. You feel fine, maybe. But if you don't have a tear, but I'm saying if you don't have a tear, just wait. If you don't have a tear, if whatever, but then you have to think about internally. For 6 weeks, you have a gaping open wound from where your placenta was attached to your uterine wall that needs to heal. And so when you think about that, it's like, yeah, maybe like a spouse like looking on the outside, oh, you're fine, you're walking fine, you're whatever. And you might even think that, but do you know what you just did? You created a whole fucking human in 10 months and people just expect you to bounce back. It's nuts.
It's so insane. And hey, don't get me wrong. Were me and that guy, were we like fiending Did we make it the 6 weeks? No, we did not. We made it to the day before. And I think I told this on the Patreon episode where I made him look. I laid down on the bed and I said, "Can you just look and make sure my stitches are gone?" And also, but Tony, also take a picture of it because I can't see it and I'm scared to look at it. He's like, "I think it looks the same." And I was like, "Well, because like I really do have a beautiful one." And he's like, "I think it looks the same." I was like, "I don't know."
And did it? Did you see? Yeah, it looks good.
She's fine. She's great.
Right.
It did.
Okay,
It feels like the first time all over again though. Like remember how like the first time like is literally not enjoyable, and it like hurts.
So one thing that also made me, if that wasn't enough that we needed to hear, like from her own video, his sister comes forward in solidarity for the baby mama. And I think that that's always very telling when you have a family member.
It is. Let's go ahead. I don't trust her eyeliner, but we're going to hear what she has to say.
So, Cajun Dan is my baby brother. I changed his diapers. I love him with my whole heart. I did not believe baby mama at first, but then I saw evidence. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and I'm gonna take up for what is right, even if it hurts my heart. So, Cajun Dan is my baby brother. I changed his diapers. I love him with my whole heart.
Why did that replay? Yeah.
No, girl, that's her. That's her just on repeat.
Why is it on repeat?
No, it's her. That's a brain malfunction. Are her earrings bloody knives?
Oh, they are bloody knives.
Okay.
They are bloody knives. Okay, so maybe that was how she ended it, just saying like right is right, or I thought she said like a whole thing, or maybe she must have cut it off. I don't know. But then there's another one.
I think girl, that's not the end. It just keeps going. Oh, I'm dumb. I thought this TikTok was a lot longer, and I'm like, no, she's repeating herself. No, Chelsea, you're repeating the video. Girl, 1 hour ago she posted.
What?
So she posted one an hour ago and it says, "It's crazy." Let me save it. "It's crazy how people support an abusive man, but not an abusive woman. In my opinion, no abusive person should be supported, but that's just me." I mean,
and she's dancing again.
Oh, no, yeah, she's 100% dancing. And it's the caption says, "But I am grateful to be alive and spread awareness. I do not care about the haters. It just shows that they are no better."
When you click on the sister's thing and then it brings you to her page.
Yeah.
Go to the first pinned one where you see somebody's arm there.
Yes.
This is also from the sister, now also showing his problematic behavior within the family.
Perfect. I love it. Let's go. So the caption, let's start with the caption, says, "This is something I really don't want to be doing, but with the amount of people still not listening, I don't know what else the fuck to do." And honestly, like, I love that. Like, I know both of us are very much so of that belief too. It's like, listen, even if I don't fucking like this person, even if like this person has scammed a bunch of people, but hey, they also are right in this situation and the person they're going against is wrong, like, I'm gonna be on the side of like the truth, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I like,
and it's her own family, you know, like, can you imagine?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, especially
and then
when
her
it's your
caption
family.
over top of the photos on the video, it says, "For the proof, girlies," because everyone's supporting him. Where's the proof? Like, you know, and this is his sister, not Dominique. It says, "The night I was speaking about my husband talking to 911 while I'm being quiet. I will give more detail on this later." So I think if you go further into like her stuff, like she shows it, but yeah, this was essentially the brother got like thrown through a window.
Oh yeah, it's a like 911 call.
If they say anything else, I need you to tell me. Okay?
What's that?
If you don't mind, can you stay on the phone and tell me if they say anything else?
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it. Do you know if he had messed with the kids, like touched the kids, or no?
I don't think he hit the kids, but they're sitting right next to us, like all of it.
So they see everything. I gotcha. Okay. I'm letting them know, okay?
Okay.
Just tight with me. All right. Okay. Okay. Is that what I'm hearing? Is there a conversation?
Now he's talking on the phone, trying to talk to my wife, I believe.
Okay. Tell me what he says, or if it's anything we need to let the police know before they get there.
Right now he's just talking to my wife, but he was just beating the hell out of her while we were on the phone with her.
Okay. All right.
Wait, so he was beating the hell out of who, and who's he on the phone with? He was beating the hell out of the baby mama while he was on the phone with the sister?
We will get context.
Okay, so sorry.
I thought it was the brother. I thought it was the brother that.
I thought the brother-in-law is talking to 911 right now. And like, so
It is, yeah. Her husband.
Yes, yeah, because it says my husband talking to 911 while I'm being quiet. I will give more details. Okay, confused. I just want to know who her is. Like, he's on the phone with her, and he just beat the hell out of her. Okay, sorry.
Definitely. Let me go ahead and make sure to.
I know y'all are trying to get there, but like, do you know where they are and what's taking them so long? Like, this is not.
I don't know exactly where they are, but I can tell you they'll be there any minute. We have heavy fog here as well, to be very honest with you, so it's very hard to get through certain areas right now. A lot of the areas are very hard to see. I'm going to let you know that right now. It was the same way last night. I don't know why. We're having very heavy fog as well, so it does impede a little bit of flying through the roads. You have to go more.
Flying through the road, what she means is running code, which is when you would be zooming down the street, lights and sirens. Also, though, to a domestic violence call, which is what this is, because it's family. You turn off your lights and sirens, like, before you get there, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, to not spook anybody. And those are, statistically, fun fact, not fun, horrible fact, that the most dangerous calls you can go on. I am so happy that instead of, like, being shot at and, like, talking people out of, like, barricading themselves in their house with, like, their girlfriend and a billion guns, that Tony right now is in the most handsome, blue, well-fitted suit I've ever purchased. Let's be honest. At the Indian Council Gala right now. He said,
I love that.
Yeah, his team, like his whole department his like marketing special events team got invited. And I was like, oh, you're going to go? I was like, I would love to go, but I didn't get to. And then he's like, yeah, I'm trying to go see some Bollywood hand dancing. And I was like, okay, Tony.
He's just like trying to get up in there.
That boy loves a choreographed dance. Yeah. Oh, so happy we don't have to deal with this crazy shit anymore.
I will say that.
She just had to pull the gun on him to get him off of her. She's pointing it at him right now, saying she's going to shoot him.
Okay.
But it's in self-defense 100%.
Got it. Pointing the gun at him right now, right?
Correct.
Like right now. All right. Saying she's going to shoot him. We definitely don't want her to do that.
Oh, she's saying if he doesn't stop, she's going to shoot him.
Okay, if he doesn't stop, got it. Okay, I can hear somewhat of them yelling. Okay, so just stay on the phone with me. I will let you know when they get there. Okay. I mean, it's just, like I said, very heavy fog. It's very bad visibility.
All right.
The fact that, like, he's able to remain so calm, you can see or hear that he's like the action parent. There's always one. Mm-hmm. There's always an action parent.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
That's
even
amazing.
Saying it in the comments. They're like, your husband's amazing. And like one of her first comments is like, I hate that we have to resort to this. But there's also videos of him admitting to sexual deviance, but he was in his home, so I don't think that we can post this. This is my brother. This isn't somebody random. This is my brother. So this hits very different. And then people are saying like, your husband is amazing, like just like so composed and stuff. Would love to hear his side. And she says he does not do social media, and I don't think he would. It's too hard for him to speak out about, they call him Danny. We've always been very protective over him because of our mother. So even for him to like say something, and I think it's the brother too. I don't know who the she is. We have to figure that out. I'll put a voiceover when we figure that out so that we can all be on the same page, because I don't know who she is. I know that this happened like to the other brother, mm-hmm. this arm thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the gun or anything. I don't know if it's her or who.
Yeah, if it was the baby mama. I feel like it was more so someone else. That's the vibe that
We'll
I get.
figure it out. Well, apologies everybody for taking you on that journey of being so confused because we had no idea what was going on. So Candace does explain it, which is Cajun Dan's sister. And she basically says that what happened that night was a turning point because she used to support him because he always had an excuse of what was going on between his baby mama and the allegations that she was saying. And at the end of the day, it's her brother. And then she says it wasn't until one night where she gets a FaceTime call from a girl that he was seeing after the baby mama. So this is a different girl. One night, Dan and Candace's other brother, Keith, were hanging out at Dan's place and his girlfriend was there. Keith said Dan and her were outside. She runs in screaming, asking for help, and hides behind him. All right, so Dan comes in. He sees her hiding behind him and he flies into a fit of rage. He's accusing them of sleeping together. Keith is trying to reason with him, being like, calm down, that's not what it is. And Dan just goes full like demonic, attacks his brother and throws him through the front window of the house. So Keith says he stands up, he's in a daze, he looks down, he sees from wrist to elbow, he is cut, like gashed open. Before he can process what's going on, his brother comes out and comes at him again. He's begging him to stop. He's like saying like he's badly injured. Dan starts beating him in the head with a gun. Keith is screaming for him to stop, trying to like get his brother to snap out of it. And he says like suddenly Dan flips a switch, stops yelling at him and says like get in the truck to go to the hospital, and they leave. So at this point, the girlfriend's still there. That's when she calls Candace and she's freaking out, saying she thinks Dan killed Keith. So she's freaking out because her and her husband are in Texas, so they can't just like get in the car and go there. She's staying on the phone with her because the girl's begging her to like not get off the phone. And her husband starts calling hospitals in the area, trying to find what's going on. And while Candace is still on the phone with the girl, Dan gets back and he doesn't know her sister is on the phone, and she just kind of lays the phone down. And the girlfriend says to her, like, I'll let you know if I need help, like if I need the police called. All of a sudden, his sister hears him come in. He's losing it, accusing her of cheating. They go back and forth. And the sister hears on the phone the girlfriend tell him, like, put the gun down, please put the gun down. He says he's going to take her and all of her people out, which meant her 3 children who were there sleeping that night. Now, somehow in all of this, the 5-year-old daughter, when her 5-year-old daughter gets on the phone and she starts asking Candace to help her. So her husband is calling 911 and she stays on the phone reassuring her like everything is okay, help is coming. And she's like urging, like being like, oh my God, like they need to get there. And at this point, Dan gets a hold of the phone, sees that Candace is on there, and he's like, Candace. And she doesn't want to say anything because she doesn't want to like make the situation worse. So she's quiet. But that's like him like screaming, and then he just kind of like keeps like screaming at everyone and then like towards the phone being like, are you calling the cops? Did you call the cops? And that is what we're hearing on the 911 call. So the sister wasn't even there, nor was her husband. So that is the backstory of that call. Again, I'm going to leave the sister and Dom's socials in the description so you guys can also go and talk. She also talks a lot about the traumas that they have gone through in their life. Not that that is any excuse whatsoever, because you can see by her, and it seems like her brother Keith, like you don't have to like carry on that behavior, and it's no excuse to harm people like this. But anyways, there's lots to their also backstory and a lot of trauma in their life as well. And she talks a lot about that. But yeah, sorry for taking you on that very confusing journey. That's what happened.
So some closing thoughts. She's a clout queen. I was just telling Cher, like 2 points that I really want to make is that, you know, a lot of these people that we cover who are just absolute shitbags, but not only people who just like go viral, whatever, but the people who have like the potential to turn it into a career, like unfortunately this man. And he has technically, because he has been maintaining those views, right? And so it's like, do these shitty people like not realize, which of course they do, but like it just shows like the narcissism of it all, where it's like, oh, like, yeah, I am a shitty person. And there are videos and documentation of me doing this, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. Because like I'm not in the wrong and blah, blah, blah. And it's like I personally know people who are like, no, I can't get famous.
I can't do that. Yeah.
Like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, and then not even their stories too, though, but we'll insert a photo of, like Dominique showed like a photo of like his charges, you know, like it's right there. And this is the thing. It's like, it's sad that there are so many women out there that just want to make excuses for people they don't know, but they think are good looking and have a parasocial crush on, and don't listen to the actual people who lived experiences. You can have the charges, you can have the video of this and have that in your face, and then they'll come up with 1,000 excuses for this person on their behalf as to like why that happened. It's just, it's so wild to me. And someone like you're saying, like a narcissist like that, like they live off of that. Live for people like that.
Like kind of the thing that I always say, because two people that I cover that specifically Michaela Neguera, but also Bunny, more so Michaela, but like people in my comment sections whenever I make videos about her, which is frequent because I hate it. Not hate her, I don't know her like that, but I hate her behavior. And with that, people will comment and be like, well, who cares? And I've started to say like, no. Instead of saying, well, why do you care? Well, why did blah, blah, blah? And like trying to project and be like, oh my gosh, well, you're weird because you're focusing on this. And I'm always say now, just say that you're okay with her lying. Because yes, here's what she's doing. Here's the truth. Like, just say that you're okay with her breaking FTC guidelines. Just say that you're okay with XYZ behavior. Because clearly you are. You don't have to fight me on that I'm not okay with it and that I'm making a video about it. Just say that you're okay with it and you don't care. Like that's what it is. And I'm so happy that the sister has come out, Cajun Dan's. He really is. He's more of a Craig, Cajun Craig. There's never, have you ever met a good Craig? Have you ever met a child named Craig? No, them motherfuckers come out at like 30 years old. Get it together. Craig? Gross. Anyways, so...
Not any of our clout queens in the comments being like, my husband's Craig. But yeah.
And how old is he? 30. Did you know him when he was an infant? Was he ever you better ask him right now, girl. Was he ever a child? No, he wasn't. Ask for picture proof.
He just popped out, yeah.
Yeah, ask for pictures, ask for the birth certificate. Also ask his mother, why did she name him Craig? I'm sorry. So anyways, yeah, it's just so like not only the audacity, but like the narcissistic aspect of it. It's just truly, truly crazy. And I hate that for me. Well, for her, because I'm not involved, obviously, but I hate that for everyone.
Yeah, I do too. So hopefully I love like what they're like, you know, the sister-in-law supporting, but like for sure, like Dominique's page, she's like going hard and is like, at this point, like kind of like, yeah, make him go viral because I'm still hashtagging and tagging, you know, like, and you're going to see this. But when I saw it and like what she actually went through, when I went over to Twitter, I was like, holy shit. Like, I need to say something. I need to show you that there are people that believe you and aren't simping over this fucking guy and put the word out there. And at least we've done our part now. And I just hope she knows, like, there are people who believe her and support her. And yeah, it would be nice if he would take some fucking accountability because you can't deny everything that we've seen. I don't know. And it's actually, it is infuriating. Like you said, like where he's like, he just doesn't have to say something. Like the fact that he's not saying anything, you know that this is out there. You know what's out there.
He knows. His sister posted about it. Of course he knows.
Yeah.
But again,
just, like carry on with the merry way.
Well, just how, like you said, how you mentioned that the sister of Dan has said, like, yeah, we, like, because of whatever, like, familial trauma they have or whatever, they, like, okay, so I don't know if y'all, I'm sure you have because you get it. We share too much trauma. There's this phrase or, like, ideology of the, like, Fabergé child or, like, the glass child. Like, every family has one of... you just have to be more gentle with them because like they'll break. Like you can't have those hard conversations. You can't, yell at them. You can't do whatever because they'll either like go inside and like not talk to you and just shut down or like spiral into depression. And my sister and I had talked about this. It was over summer. We talked about it because something happened and we were like, we took an edible and had a deep conversation. And Tony and Will were like, all the kids are in bed. You two hang out on the couch and do whatever the fuck you're doing, because right now y'all are just staring at each other and watching the Olympics. I don't listen. Eat an edible and watch the swimming.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds.
Those
really
people.
good.
The butterfly stroke? That ain't a real thing. They look so fucking stupid. What? Look how flopping. Wait, is that the butterfly? It's when they flop?
Yeah, like when they go, yeah. Meanwhile, if I tried to do one, I would drown and die.
Oh, no, I would inhale.
Cardio.
I would somehow drown by getting like water in my butthole. I don't know how to swim like that. But they look so dumb. Meanwhile, I'm on a couch and I can like hardly tread water. But we were sitting there and, you know, talking about this, and my sister always said, she was like, you know, I always thought I was like the Fabergé child. And I'm like, bitch, no, you're just like fragile, like brittle bone disease is what you got, which she doesn't. In my family, listen, my sister has a very rare, and I can talk about this because she talks about it, but like my sister has a very rare autoimmune disease, and it's called dermatomyositis. And for the longest time, ever since she got diagnosed with it, me, my siblings, her best friends could never pronounce it. Like my oldest brother calls it brittle bone disease. I don't even think Julian, my other brother, like even says what it is. Tony can't pronounce it either. He thought it was MS for the longest time. And then her best friend and I just say that it's cancer. And we're just like, yep, Carly's cancer's back. And it's hilarious. And listen, my dad doesn't even know what she does for a job. She's a work comp specialist on like the sales side for like one of the biggest insurance companies ever. And she's a fucking boss. She's amazing. Girl, she's in charge of like half of the country. She's so amazing. And if you ask my dad, he'd be like, yeah, she's a physical therapist. And we're like, no,
With
Dad,
confidence.
that's not it. That's not what she does at all. And we've like dumbed it down for him so much. And it's, if you ask him what any of us do, if you ask him what Julian does, he says, oh, he's a fruity broker.
What is that?
And then for my other brother, he says he works at a fruit stand. They work for the same company.
Just make shit up.
No, they both. So you know how like, I think like Driscoll is a really popular one. I don't know which ones you have up there, but in the US, I know Driscoll is like really popular for like strawberries. So when you go into the grocery store, you know, you see like a farm name or like a brand name on like the fruit, right? Well, both my brothers, the brother who's older than me, but younger in the lineage, is the boss of our oldest brother. But they both work for the same company, and they work for like a very big like distributorship farm. Like they have multiple farms like all over the world, like many farms all over the world. And so they're both in charge of like logistics and like sales and stuff. And instead of saying that, like, oh, he's in logistics or like he's in sales, my dad, because my dad knows like it has to do with fruit. So my dad's just like, yeah, he's a fruity broker, or like, yeah, he works at the farm stand. Making it sound like one of them is just like selling illegal fruit,
selling them,
and then another one is like on the side of the road, and then Carly's a physical therapist.
What do you do?
I'm pretty sure he just says, I think he says social media or like YouTube. I think that's all he says. Yeah. He asked me what Bean's birthday was, and I looked at him and I said, "Are you kidding me?" And he goes,
my dad doesn't know either.
He goes, "No, well, it was in August." And I said, "No, it wasn't. It was in July." And he goes, "Oh, well, when is it?" And I said, "Dad, your grandson shares a birthday with your mom. I told you that when he was born." And he goes, "Oh." And I go, wait. Rammy. My dad's name is Ashley, but his middle name is Ramsdell, so we call him Rammy. I said, "Rammy, do you know your grandson's middle name?" And he just stares at me. Just stares at me. And he looks at my mom and he goes, "Hurry, Linda, change the subject." Yeah, he does not know it. He does now, hopefully, but
yeah. It reminds me of my dad too, just like so in their own whatever, try to be involved. Like even like if you asked him on the spot, like, how old am I this year? Like he wouldn't really know. It's like too many kids. I don't know. You're turning whatever. How old are you this year? How old are the girl? When are they born?
He doesn't know any of our birthdays. Clearly doesn't know the birth month, but remembers specifically our birth weights and like the measurements. And it's like, that's not useful. Rami, that's not useful. What are you doing?
Perfect. Like, that's not even good in like a astrology chart. Like, you need the time.
No.
Yeah.
No, my mom remembers the time because all of the births were probably very traumatic. Yeah, I feel like all moms remember the times. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, this guy seems super shitty, and like I think it's just really important for us to understand who we are platforming. And don't get me wrong, yes, there's people. Girl, we got a fucking comment the other day that was like,
oh God,
I cannot. It was like, I'm sorry, but I just can't support a channel that supports Trisha Paytas.
Okay. I mean, whatever, fair. Like, you can feel what you want, but it's like go that hard then for like,
girl,
sticking up for people who deserve to be called out, or like, you know what I mean, like Dominique.
I said good riddance. Also, baby girl, if you don't like Trisha Paytas, I'm sorry. Listen, she's done some fucked up things in the past, and I'm pretty sure she's apologized for them. Am I gonna find those specific apologies? No. Do I have the time to do that? No, I don't. Has she offended people? Absolutely. However, let's focus on people in our real lives, and yes, hold people accountable on the internet, but like 2025 is the absolute year of Trisha Paytas, so I'm going to need you guys to get on board.
Yeah, and we talked about that on the first episode. It's like we can absolutely understand if people have done like awful things, like in their past, said things, hurt people, if they've acknowledged it. She has definitely acknowledged it many, many times, and has like even said that. Like, it's crazy how like when she finally acknowledged and went through like this whole like period of her life of just like kind of stepping away and healing and having a child and everything. Uh-oh, what?
Of Reginald.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like, did you not record? Where is it? I can't be there. I still can't see you, so I don't know what... I can't see anything. My phone's going to die in like 2.5 seconds.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Everything's fine. Oh, God. This is the one that was in the bathroom, and Tony told me it was in the bathroom, and then he said that he couldn't... Oh, and then he said he couldn't kill it. Okay. I'm going to smash it with my shoe. No, I'm smashing it with my shoe. Don't worry. Everything's fine.
It's so much harder because I can't see. You didn't?
Oh, God. Oh, the guts went everywhere.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, God, Sherilyn.
I wish. I can't see anything. I'm in the dark right now. I can only hear you.
Oh, my God. I'm not okay. Oh, God. Tony called me while I was... Did I tell you this? He called me while I was getting my nails done, and he's like, hey, I opened up the drawer. We just got our house sprayed yesterday, so, like, when you get your house sprayed for bugs, like, some of the creepy crawlies will come out of the woodwork and then die, like, a day later. Well, there was one in the bathroom. When he opened the drawer, and he said it crawled on his hand, and he was, like, bumping and thumping around trying to find it, and, like...
Heck no.
Also,
no.
It's rainy, and, like, I live in Florida. I am so fucking proud of myself. I have not killed one.
I'm proud of you.
In so long.
I wish I could see.
Okay, so I just conquered my fear and killed what we call a Reginald. If any of you leave in the comments what a Reginald is, you're fired, and I hate you. We don't say that word. That word is banned. I'm going to ban it on our channel. You can't even say it. Hold for review, bitch. So anyways, we love you so much. This guy is a Reginald, and he sucks ass, and we don't like him. We don't support that type of behavior here. He's disgusting. And you know what? Go show Dominique some love. We really, we support her.
That's all we want from this episode. Yes, she's a clout queen. That's it for today. We will see you in the next episode. That's not our outro. Go for it.
Every time.
I know.
But. What? Leave in the comments below, what number episode, we're at 19 now? What number episode do you think that Sherilyn will get to? Actually, no, this is episode 20. Congratulations. What episode number do you think it's going to take for her to be able to actually remember how the outro goes?
Never.
I'd say 100 or never.
Okay, fair enough.
Perfect. Okay, so... make sure that you stay feral.
Damn the man.
And save the empire.
Damn the man! Save the empire!
Goodbye.
Bye.